Hello, it is Dr. Calico, and today we are taking another look at massively multiplayer offline. Um, what version is this? I've been working so much, I actually forgot the version. But anyway, there's a few changes that I'd like to go over. The first is that we now have a portrait of the main character. I think this is like the first close-up look of the main character, and also let me just uh no, wait. The variables are wrong. Yeah, global variables. Day counter set to 1, daytime true. You save that. And yes, this actually does work. Oh, and also there was a bug with the portrait with a large amount of commands, so what I had to do is um basically uh it's just a voicemail. Yeah, before it was gonna have like a really long phone call, but that just didn't work. Oh yeah, and the phone also there is no code to make the phone visible again, so we'll sort that out. But what we are working on is in that phone call, you have noticed that there was a new name called Vanessa, and I believe she also mentioned Beatrice in the call too. This is to replace the two different characters that were originally in it's day one, the dialogue here. Yeah, yeah, this is to replace Ron and Sean. I think Sean is somewhere down here. Oh, yep, there he is. Yeah, basically the dialogue didn't hit the way I wanted it to, and also the characters, they just call this a learning lesson here. They did not have any kind of backstory. They had no traits, they had like nothing going for them. So rather than trying to rework them, uh, and the fact that they also didn't really hit the way I wanted it to, we just straight up removed them from the game and replaced them with two different characters. And also, if you look really closely, there was also a diner scene up here. The diner scene is where we get to meet other characters in the actual physical world, and this isn't unused. I'd like to point that out. This is not unused. Let me. Uh, it's somewhere here. There is just too many events here. Close this, close the main menu, close day one since we don't need this anymore. Home, and set that to true. Is daytime is false. Okay, so the important thing is that we've also got interaction triggers. Okay, I think this is a little bit too late. That's probably not where it should be spawning. I think this specific trigger should actually be spawning in the daytime. Yeah, yeah, that is not the door that is an interaction. In fact, I'm just going to remove the door, and we can now interact with the wall. So yeah, this is not let's just Control Z that twice. So yeah, that is not the door that I was interacting with. That is an interaction trigger, which we actually got working on day two. Yeah, on day two's events, no wait, this is for the server. Yeah, on day two's events, for the home, it will spawn an interaction trigger at these precise coordinates and set the monitor to be false. Actually, what I want to do is actually put this over here. I want this to spawn in the daytime. Hmm, hmm. Yeah, I sometimes that happens where it loads something else. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's just looking at the leftmost scene. Oh, and another thing is, oh, that's not a bug. That's because I moved the cover out of Vision to edit things. So yeah, yeah. Actually, let me just yeah, we didn't really get a good look at that. I know this is going to be a bit painful, so let's yeah, yeah. I wanted to show off the animation that I did as well, and that is it actually fades out, waits, and then fades in. And this is a really smooth animation, not like the janky uh, reduce opacity of this by uh, 30, like 10 times. And this will immediately take me to the bar. However, there's nothing here. That's because there is actually no code whatsoever. So this is effectively a soft lock. And I'm actually kind of liking how this. No, wait, this isn't a bar. I call this a bar. This is a diner. You look, words are hard. Yeah, this is a diner. Well, like a retro diner area. Maybe I'll get some windows here. Not entirely sure what to do up here though. But yeah, this is where we get to meet Vanessa and Beatrice for the first time. Oh, and speaking of which, I actually am working on them right now. Yeah, here's Vanessa with her one leg. And yes, that is an intentional design. That is actually vitiligo. And yeah, these lines are also not random either. These are the height marker. So yeah, first look at Vanessa is just the leg. No, 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 seriously, there's nothing else here. Yeah, and actually, am I missing anything else here? Let's see here. Is there anything in the resources that I'm missing? No, not really. Uh, yeah, um, it's like you have something to show off, but you forget what you want to show off. Yeah, but one thing I want to do is I want to make this dialog box change depending on who's speaking, as well as get the commands actually working for the dialogue as well. Because in the last dialogue for the phone, it was supposed to be a phone call, but it was behaving really weird because the portraits would change at really weird timings. So what I want to do is just move everything over to the diner and see if that actually, or see if I can actually get the dialogue working better. But hey, first look at Vanessa, which is just her leg, and we have a diner now. So I'd call that a win. Also, I'd like to point out that I am fidgeting, and I believe you might have heard me drop a uh, chapstick onto the floor. Yeah, let's face it, it's actually getting dry in here, and chapstick is important. Yeah, also, I think that what I want to do is actually remove these invisible platforms since I don't really have any plans for the player to actually be controllable in here, as indicated by Amy cinematic, Vanessa cinematic, and Beatrice cinematic. Yeah, this basically means that, yeah, the player can't really do anything. It's basically just long cutscene time. But it is important uh, for the lore of massively multiplayer offline, though. And I think we've hit our stalling quota enough, and I don't really know of anything else that I want to show off. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that's about it, and thanks for viewing.